たちまち宝富士行司は式守伊之助であります。
It's as if he's been wearing the white rope for several years, was Coach Fujishima's verdict on another calm and controlled display from man of the moment Terunofuji, who assessed himself as follows.
やっぱり昔からこの相撲を理想にずっと稽古して頑張ってきたんですけど、やっぱりなかなかできなかったんで、ちょっとずつ理想の相撲になりつつあるのかなと思っています。
The interesting thing here is that his image of the ideal bout evolves with each foe. We saw that early on against Takakeisho, when he paid utmost attention to foot and left clamp angles to steal glorious victory from the same position that cost him in September. We've seen that in how he's arrested his losing streak to Takayasu, and we saw that in the bouts I captured. Central to his run to Yokozuna was his orthodox inside right, outside left grip, which everyone now tries to thwart. Tactical battles have thus moved into overdrive. Ichinojo made this their first decent bout in months by consciously drawing his right hip away from Teru's groping left. But that only worked for so long, and when Ichi tried to skip out of a left-led forward drive, he was simply swung from behind into a hopeless stance. Until September, Teru had been happy to let Meisei inside, convinced that his clamp would prove too strong. But this surprise defeat triggered his search for alternatives, resulting in this vice-like inside left to cut off Meisei's preferred lines of attack. Again, the back leg served as a marvellous pivot, as the front rather copied this one. Stressed by Teru in interviews is his desire to start with a chest-first charge and fight from the front, in marked contrast to the style which earned his predecessor so much flack. What thus transpires looks rather like counterattack sumo, described by the Yomiuri paper as get hit and hit back harder. Here, Teru cushioned Mitakeumi's full force with his right bicep, then knocked the left arm upwards to access the belt with knees fully revved up. And on day 14, when clinching the title, he claimed that inviting Abi's attack was crucial to victory. If I stand up here, he also has to extend, and that's when his balance is most suspect, hence I pounce, is how he basically put it. As Coach Fujishima added, Terunofuji just doesn't believe he will lose. And the sheer volume of these daily booming footstamps conveys that further.
そうですね、やっぱりそんな重圧とかそういうプレッシャーっていうのを感じてもしょうがないことですから、まあ、土俵に上がってる以上はもう自分のベストを尽くして自信を持ってやりきるっていうことしか考えてないので、はい。
Pundit Wakanohana thinks Takakeisho has lost all confidence against him since that pulsating playoff win in 2020. Most telling is how Teru has chosen to drain that confidence, by making their recent bouts all about size. These moves tormented Takakeisho with the grim fact that life is not fair, and Teru was simply born to be bigger. Even when Keisho set himself to expend all horsepower, he couldn't push his man to the edge, not least with Teru's back foot so prepared to lower stance and block with extra weight. And even when a right parry brought startling success, Keisho lacked the height to pressure from above with chest and shoulders. Throughout, Teru had been seeking to replicate the moment which won him their match in March. gap closed and with a clean shot at the chest. Voila! Teru's first 15-0 will take his belief to yet higher levels, no doubt. And with 4 of the 6 titles bagged this year, he needn't have hesitated over next year's target.
2桁優勝を目指して頑張っていきたいな。
4 more cups to take his grand total to 10, and his name onto the prestigious list of double-digit title winners. So outclassed do his challengers seem that Sankei Sports has called for Asanoyama's ban to be lifted. But even his record against Teru is 0-5. Thus, unless Wakanohana's wish list of unlikely transformations comes true, annual win records might tumble in 2022.